Okay, so have you ever like stopped and thought about what kind of curveballs life could throw at you? You know, you inherit some old photos or a weird lamp from your grandma, but like what about international intrigue and a robot llama? I mean, come on.
But that's exactly the sort of thing we're dealing with today, right, in this deep dive. So,
Yeah.
you sent us this document, bobandthecyberllama.pdf. Let me tell you, it is not your average bedtime story.
This is like next level estate planning.
Yeah.
It's wild. And the thing is, our mission is to uh, figure out what's going on with Bob Halibut and why his life is so bananas now.
Right. So, imagine this Bob Halibut, pretty average guy, works at Pork Burger, probably smells like French fries most of the time.
Right, clocking in, clocking out, the deal.
Exactly. And then he gets word that his grandma, Edwina, has passed away.
But little did Bob know,
Yeah.
Grandma Edwina was not your average grandma.
No, not at all. Even her will, like the document you sent us, this says she compared leaving her estate to Bob to giving him a serious kick in the pants. And get this, she called him like the hypothetical love child of Louis Armstrong and Carrot Top. I know, right? Talk about a personality.
Wow.
And she definitely picked up on Bob's like hidden adventurous side, and also that he smelled like beef jerky. But the inheritance itself wasn't just some dusty old teacups and a savings bond.
No, this was serious money.
Yeah.
We're talking a mansion. The document actually says castle, like a full-on castle, and a collection of classic cars, like something out of a movie.
Oh, yeah. And there's this fountain, a cement fountain with Harry Belafonte juggling baby elephant seals. Like forever.
She's so specific.
I know, right? And the landscaping, oh my gosh, the hedges were shaped like all these different Malaysian prime ministers. It's chubby ones. It's so weird.
Oh, and I almost forgot she also left him a boat and a plane.
Right, a boat and a plane, like it's nothing.
Casual.
So you get this image of like crazy wealth, right? But the inside of the castle was a little different.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah.
Total chaos. Jewels and gold everywhere. Tapestries just thrown in a corner.
Yeah.
And then there were these other things like weapons.
Yeah, like a whole collection. Swords, rifles, maces.
Yeah.
All perfectly clean and organized in the middle of this crazy mess. And then there's this creepy jade chihuahua statue that seems to follow Bob around with its eyes.
It's freaky.
Yeah. So not your typical grandma's house. But then the really weird stuff hadn't even shown up yet.
Oh, you mean the crate?
Yeah. Crate. What was it about that part of the document that stood out to you?
I think it was just the timing.
Yeah.
Bob's already freaking out about the castle and the cars, and then, boom, this huge crate shows up at the door. Like, what's in the box?
Right, and it's not like some antique furniture or anything.
No, it's Jeeves. Like a Cyber Llama. And a monocle, a black suit. Gray, slacks Grandma Edwina's butler. Apparently.
I mean, talk about an upgrade in staff. And Jeeves, he wasn't just a fashion icon. He had some special features. Oh, yeah, like a radar dish that popped out of his head for cleaning, and a vacuum attachment. But the big thing was that he could access data logs, like Grandma Edwina's personal files.
So he was basically the key to her secret life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the way he showed them these secrets, I mean, come on.
Projecting films from his eyes.
Yeah.
Like right there in the chaotic mansion.
Sorry.
Maybe while you're eating some questionable turkey.
It's nuts. And the films themselves were wild. Like one where she's recovering the blue ruby of Cairo. She escapes from this Jeep in a hail of bullets, even throws a grenade. Like, it's nothing.
And there's the one where she steals a golden statue from these islanders. Dodging arrows, firing a rifle. It's intense.
Oh, and Screaming Death Island, she fights these wooden robot creatures. And Jeeves uses some kind of chest beam.
Chest beams.
I know, right? And there are hints of even more crazy adventures. Ancient Aztec temples, pirates sliding down a snowy hill on a walrus while penguins with guns are chasing them. It's insane.
Yeah, Bob is like completely shocked. He realized he knew nothing about his grandma. It makes you think about the people you know, right?
Yeah.
What secrets are they hiding?
Totally. So Jeeves explains that at first Edwina was involved with some secret military stuff. Then museums and historical societies even did missions for people with code names, like Mr. Silver Banana, who needed her to find some Atlantean gold. But in the end, Jeeves figures out that she just loved the adventure, the thrill of it all.
A true adrenaline junkie. And she had a plan for Bob to follow in her footsteps.
Right. The first mission, Jeeves was supposed to take Bob to the pyramid of King Pork and Beans's to get something Edwina left there.
I mean, talk about a career change from Pork Burger. Bob was not into it. The document says that the craziest thing he'd ever done was put Tabasco sauce in his milkshake.
A far cry from fighting mummies and stuff.
Yeah.
But Jeeves trusted Edwina's judgment. He knew she saw something in Bob, and the equipment for the mission.
A scimitar, bloodstains less apparently, and a pistol. Solid advice.
Practical.
So how did they get to the pyramids?
By rectum rocket, which Bob did not enjoy at all. There's a pretty graphic description of him, swallowing quarts of vomit. It's rough.
Not exactly a luxury cruise, but they make it to Egypt and meet up with one of Edwina's old contacts, Hamadi Chicken Nug.
Great name.
The best.
Yeah.
He used to run messages for her in the 60s.
Hmm.
He's described as a pretty big guy with a beard, always smiling, and he has a huge family.
41 children.
Yeah, with his wife, Aziza. And the document lists all their names. It's amazing. Like Hanif, Sir Jefferson, Hamsteak, Galactus Prime, and then just Ted.
Or regular Ted.
I know, right? So Hamadi, he wasn't just there to say hi. He knew stuff about the pyramids.
Yeah, like what they really were.
Because they weren't just tombs.
No. Hamadi says that Edwina told him the pyramids are actually the tops of these giant diamond-shaped hives that fell from space, like alien spaceships.
Alien hives in Egypt? I mean, come on.
It changes everything we thought we knew about history, right?
Totally. So these hives, they held some advanced alien race, and the Egyptians got their technology from them, which explains a lot. And the rest of the hives, the bottom parts, are still buried underground.
Hidden in plain sight. And Edwina, she tried to get into the underground part before, but she stopped.
Yeah, she didn't know what kind of tech was down there. Maybe super weapons. And the KGB was watching her. So she decided to leave it for Bob. So Bob, with his scimitar and pistol, is about to break into an alien spaceship disguised as a pyramid. How did they even get past the guards?
But Hamadi had a plan. He used 35 of his kids to create a child sphere that attacked the guards.
A child sphere.
I know, right? Bold move. While all that was going on, Bob and Jeeves snuck into the pyramid.
Right.
And then the door slammed shut behind them.
Trapped like in a movie.
Right. So inside, it's all hieroglyphics and statues, typical pyramid stuff. And then Jeeves spots this emerald on a pedestal with statues of guys with afros around it.
The emerald of naughtiness. Even Bob knew it was a trap. But Jeeves being Jeeves, he took it anyway.
And of course it was a trap. It released these disco zombies, like monies in disco clothes.
I can't even imagine.
And then a mirror ball comes down, starts playing the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
It's wild. They have to fight these zombies who keep coming back to life. Jeeves uses his lasers and the flamethrower. Bob's swinging his scimitar, using the environment to his advantage. It's crazy.
A total disco brawl. But thankfully, Jeeves knows how to handle a mirror ball.
Yeah, he blasts it with his lasers, ends the party. But their journey wasn't over.
Not even close.
Yeah.
A voice booms out, tells them to leave. Super creepy. And when they put the emerald in this slot, a new passage opens up.
And it's not a nice passage. This one has pressure-sensitive stones that shoot darts coated in Anubis lax, which is like an ancient Egyptian super laxative.
Not how I want to go out.
So Jeeves uses his hoof spikes to walk on the ceiling. Bob has to climb the walls, almost gets hit with the darts, but a rat saves him.
Talk about a close call.
Right. But they make it to the center of the hive, and there's a hidden staircase that leads down to this huge cave lit by a purple crystal. And guess who's down there?
Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs wearing tiny hats. And they're using all this advanced alien tech, like they're running the place.
A whole civilization of guinea pigs with technology. And they meet Mr. Squishy.
Yeah, a guinea pig in a top hat smoking a cigar. He welcomes them to the hive.
What a cliffhanger. It's like ancient Egypt meets alien tech meets secret society of guinea pigs. It's mind-blowing.
And there's a pharaoh, too, apparently. So there's some kind of power structure down there. It makes you wonder what their deal is.
So we've just scratched the surface of Bob and the Cyber Llama. But it really makes you think, what else is out there that we don't know about? Could there be other lost civilizations living right under our noses? What about seemingly normal things that are actually hiding huge secrets?
Exactly. And the document mentions a stone tablet with some kind of prophecy on it. So what if these guinea pigs are connected to our history in ways we never imagined? Like, what if they've been influencing us all along? It makes you question everything.
Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. But we'll be back to explore the rest of Bob and the Cyber Llama soon. So until then, keep an eye out for those hidden societies, and maybe don't trust your guinea pig too much.
You never know.